What's up, guys? So today I am gonna be doing a tutorial on um, mini Empires RTS, and I'll be going over three main points, which is income, defense, and combat. So right now I'm finding a match for a ranked 3v3. I'm doing ranked because the income generation and building and unit production is all the same as casual, and you also have like ambush, which is like when you can't see the map and you have to move units and build things to be able to see through the fog. So um, I'll start off with the title, the lobby screen. So if you want to find out your rank, I'm silver 3. You have to first win free casual. It's like 10 matches, and then you'll get be able to play ranked, and then you have to win um or play 5 ranked matches, I'm pretty sure, to get your rank. And then you have the shop where you can buy skins with gems that you can get from quests and logging in daily, and your inventory that has all the skins you have. Then there are servers where you can join matches that are already in progress. Custom servers, you can make these by yourself. This is the top 30 players of the game, and these are just the types of ranks. So I'm currently my game finally loaded. So this is ranked 3v3, and up here you can see everybody's ranks, your team members, and just so you know, in a 3v3 you all share one core, so it's very important that you cooperate. And if you're on PC, if you use Alt, you can click and then drag to show show that you're gonna do something. So like I could say on my way, and that means I would be going there. So let's start off with money. So when you see an oil pump and a farm can only be placed on certain spots. So if you select it, it will show up. So they can only be placed on spots that look like this. Oil rigs, these suggested by the name, have to go on oil spots in the ocean. And just so you know, if you're playing a ranked match, you definitely want to get oil rigs because they give really large amounts of money and can definitely turn the tide of war, as troops cost money. So you can spam a lot of your troops and get lots of money. And I'm gonna be getting a lot of builders because they can speed up building speed. And just so you guys know, right now there's like fog of war, so you can't really see what the enemy is doing or your opponent. So to fix that, you can get radars, which reveal a large amount of space, or you can do scouts, but I would recommend radars because they provide more vision, and scouts take up your housing cost. So I'm gonna be building a dock and getting ready for oil rigs. So now that oh yeah, another thing, gold mines, they also give quite a bit of money, and these are on spots that look like this. So I'm gonna move on to defense. So I'm gonna stop recording and cut back to when my income is better, so it makes the tutorial feel more smooth and interactive. Alright, so I'm back, and I have my oil rig placed down. And so right now the enemy is performing a type of combat that I like to call rush tactics, which is when they send in low cost units or troops, and then start destroying your income. And eventually these tactics can they usually involve gunners, and eventually they can get to the point where they have um like 40 troops, and they start rushing your base, and this can usually cause the destruction of your base. So you always wanna make sure for defense that you keep at least one combat production building at your base, to make sure that if the enemy comes, you can always have a quick retaliation, and you don't have to send in troops from a faraway camp. So another important thing is to build housing. Housing is the most important aspect of this game, because you see these little personnel like number things. That is how much housing they take up. So if at the start you only have 10 housing, so if they attack you in the start and you don't have any housing and half of your population is builders, you're not gonna be able to do very well, because you won't be able to have a retaliation, because all of your troops are builders, and you can only afford a certain amount of troops, and you wouldn't be able to retaliate. So I'm gonna show you guys what rush tactics are, or this is what I'm calling them. And a good tip for when you first play ranked is to don't expand really far out and build a bunch of farms. You want to stay close to base and get your oil rigs, because this really helps you to not lose your income when your opponent expands, and allows you to focus on higher income buildings, and allow you to build up your army far quicker. So rush tactics are when you spam a bunch of low-cost troops, and this is a really annoying thing that I've dealt with that can wipe out different people in seconds. And another really annoying tactic are Humvees. These are really low cost, not easy to destroy troops that can garrison foot soldiers, that they can move quickly. They fire bullets by themselves. So if you ever encounter these, the best thing to do is actually buy rocketeers or set landmines and turrets, because Humvees usually they come in swarms. So by setting landmines, they'll detonate and damage the surrounding area. So now I'll move on to defense. Now that most of the rush tactics most of the strategies are done, and I'll actually cover strategy now that I think about it. So good strategies is that, say your enemy is like gearing up in one specific spot and they're all forgetting about their flank. What you want to do is leave your teammates to guard that heavily defended spot, and for you to flank them and take out their base while they aren't paying attention. So now I'm actually gonna build some radios, or these are radars, because I want to be able to see what my opponents are doing when I'm not paying attention, and this will allow me to be able to strike before they be able to see them without them knowing that I see them. So now that I have my army ready, I'm gonna send them to rush their flank, because oh wait, they're all hiding in the grass. Now when you're moving forward, make sure you bring some of your builders with you, because you always want to have them so you can actually advance more quickly and move your production buildings along with your army. So for defense, I'm just gonna spam a bunch of builders, But for defense, what you want to do is get a few of these missile defenses, because in the vehicle factory there are missile trucks, and these do a lot of damage that will total your infrastructure if you have no good means of fighting back, and they have tanks or foot soldiers along with them. So you get some of these missile launchers, and then you can start building walls like this. You want to make sure that you don't confuse the gate with a wall, because I accidentally did this, but it didn't really matter because I didn't build a lot. But you want to build like this, so you have a gate so they can go, your troops can go through and access. Then you want to build turrets, and then you'll repeat that pattern of having like chambers of defense. So then you can say add landmines, and then alternate again, and maybe add turrets. So this is a really good defense strategy, and a thing I like to do with this is add in say tanks or something, but I usually do rocketeers, because most of your troops will be fighting against the buildings, so the rocketeers do a lot of damage but are really weak, so you'll actually be able to take down most of their troops really quickly. But rocketeers are primarily good for going against what's it called, vehicles. Yeah, so rush tactics, just so you guys know, they only work at the start of a match, because during the middle of the match, everybody will have really good they'll have tanks and stuff, so your gunners won't do anything against your opponents. So now you gotta get tanks, and since I have a lot of money and did the smart choice of getting oil rigs that you guys hopefully would do too, you can now afford tanks and rocketeers and all those heavy expensive units that do a lot of damage. And one last thing about annoying starter strategies are snipers. If you have, say, just one barrack and your opponent sends in a bunch of snipers, or like just say even one, it will be really annoying to deal with, because your troops won't be able to get in many shots if there's multiple snipers, because usually the snipers will kill you before you can kill the snipers. So just keep that in mind, that snipers and these tactics are really annoying, but a really good way to deal with these are just, like I said, turrets, landmines, and just having a barrack or a few troops at hand at your base to deal with them when they come. And another really good defense thing is, do not forget your flanks. Your flanks are your weakest spot, and so is the ocean. So if you're playing on a map with where free-for-all, where you can ally with only one person, you definitely want to make sure that you protect your coastline, because going against submarines, which deal a lot of damage to marine vessels, they can't attack land units, so it's really good if you have some of those to deal damage to your opponent's expensive fleet. But if there's destroyers, you would most likely want to add tanks, because tanks can damage destroyers really well. Yeah, so basically naval, and it's a really good strategy game. I recommend you guys trying it, and I think that's it for this tutorial. I covered the 3 main points, so please like and subscribe, comment down below if you liked it, and if I missed anything that you guys would like me to include in another video, please tell me, and thanks for watching.